All right, here's some stocks I'll be watching tomorrow for some potential day trades. CMCM, two big days down in a row, and we have this little hiccup here that how do I word this? It bounced around, it had support in this area, but this kind of a wide area. It's like a $3 area here. But the whole number 20 might offer some support. Obviously, you can see down here around 18. If I can get it down there, I'd be really interested because you had a couple nice bounces off there. So it depends. Like if the market were to open weak and this were to gap down, I'd be looking for bounces around 18. This isn't something I would jump in at the open, so I'm going to have to let that form. I want to have TKMR. My charts are really slow today. TKMR on watch. I think it needs to come back in a little more, but this has been a really strong stock, the Ebola treatment, so keep your eyes on that one. TRUE. Okay, this was resistance. This 16 or almost 16 was resistance back here, and you had some trading in that area here before it really took off, and we're down, what, 5-6 days in a row, so the 16 area is where I'm going to be looking for a bounce. Okay, OAS, 4 or 5 days down in a row, and nearing this really nice support at 40 bucks. So that's another one. Now keep in mind it closed at 41.44, but this is possibly you got the whole number 40, whole numbers divisible by 10 are even more powerful, and you got this many days in a row. So I don't know if it's going to get to 40, but it's possible the market gaps down. And then we get our 40 touch, and then I'll be looking for an intraday reversal. That's OAS. WB. I really like this one at 19, so I'm going to keep this. What I've done on some of these, like WB and like OAS, is I've set some alerts on my trading platform. So if they get to near those prices, I'll be alerted so I won't miss them. All right, WB I really like if it gets down around 19. Very nice support in that area. And I want to keep ZU on watch. Talked about this one before. Let me get that line off there. But you can see it did break that flag. Or that, I don't know, trend line, and now it's kind of putting in a little flag inside of a bigger flag, and so I really like ZU over this flag here. The high of it, through 38 bucks, I think this one could be really nice. It's a thinner stock, so you don't want to trade it with any size, and I like the market to be working with me at the same time. JRJC, that's also in my notes. Nice pop today. Keep that one on watch. GLMD, I'm trying to type that right this time, got this unusual volume spike today, so you want to watch that one. It's a thinner stock, so these are kind of in my notes but won't necessarily be on the watch list because they're a little too thin. I always like to watch DGLY. I really like it if it gets down to 15. All right, on 60s here, if I switch, you can see 15 was resistance. It pulled back, gapped up, traded around there for a day or two, and then gapped up again. So I'm really interested in DGLY if it gets down to around 15 for a possible long setup. Only on an intraday basis though. And you know what? I'm not in love with my list here today. It just doesn't matter though. We've got plenty of stocks that give setups on an intraday basis that aren't even on the watch list. I don't think this is a bad watch list to start with, but there's nothing really standing out. Real quick, let me show the SPY. It looks like it's breaking down. It's below these recent lows, but it's down 3 days in a row, and the IWM is basically hitting a trend line now, and it's fallen big for 3 days. So even if it breaks this trend line, it's got support at 110. I'm kind of expecting a market bounce tomorrow. If not, I don't blindly jump in anything, so it won't matter. But that's kind of my thinking is we're going to get a bounce tomorrow. No matter what happens, we'll find stuff to trade. But very short list today. I'll leave it at that, and we will talk to you tomorrow night.